3, 2, 1. And we are back with Home Away Diaries. This is Flavio, and I'm with my other host,
Sohrab. Hey.
And we have a new host, new member of the family that's just joined.
Hello. Nahin here. I'm here to be an unofficial lawyer / solicitor. I don't think we'll need it as much this episode in comparison to the last episode.
We definitely won't. Last week we really did need it, and if you might have heard Nahin objecting to things last week, but he's officially part of the team now.
Yeah, Nahin is a really good friend of us.
I don't know him.
Yeah, Sohrab doesn't know him, but I kind of vouch for him for this one episode.
Yeah. I mean, Sohrab's alright. I see him from time to time.
It's a test.
Acquaintance.
We've only known each other for 10 years.
This is going to determine our friendship going forward.
Yeah, let's see how this one goes.
Yeah.
How you been, Nahin? Anyway, you been busy?
I've been busy with work, but actually busy-ish. So I started going to bachata.
Oh wow! Okay.
After years of talking about it,
Yes.
I finally did it.
Yeah.
And I have a guest here with me as well, my very, very close and good friend Weronica, who is also going to be joining me on bachata soon too.
Oh wow!
Amazing.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, for sure. I can't wait. I've been waiting for that for a long time, actually.
Has been telling you as long as I've been telling him to join.
Yeah,
bachata?
probably.
Yeah.
How long's that been?
Yeah.
It's been like a few months. Yeah.
I think a few years for us, but
Yeah, literally.
Now, you were much easier to
Nice.
convince, obviously, than he was.
Oh, I love it. We went to this bar. What was it called?
I think it was Bar Salsa in Temple.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And I really loved that, but unfortunately we missed the actual class.
Oh.
So.
But it's a bit of a party after
Yeah.
the class, right? Because the class is only 1 hour, 2 hours there.
Something like that, yeah. It was like up to
Bar
2 hours,
salsa.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
But
it is.
Temple, is that what it's called?
Bar, temple, salsa, Soho,
Everything.
temple places. They have a couple of ones, but the temple one. Did you go to?
We went to
Yeah.
the Temple one, yes.
Yeah. And they're more than happy to just teach you
awesome,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one because it's quite a chilled out vibe. Because there's people there just out for like
Just
drinks and food
dancing,
as well.
Yeah. And luckily it's dark, so, you can get away with some really terrible moves like me. So,
Hey, you were pretty good. You were pretty good. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Veronica said that, like, you're pretty good, and then she turned drink.
What was number one?
It was quite dark.
What was Nine's number one move?
Well, we were just practicing the salsa steps. So, yeah, if you pick them up really well.
We doing salsa or bachata?
I think it was both.
Mixing the dance
There you go.
styles.
Wait, okay. I don't,
New style.
New style.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying it. You're joining, and Weronica.
Veronica's joining soon as well. So we're going to go to ones in Chiswick, I believe, as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So around that area.
Are you all gonna? Is this a crew thing? Are you all gonna start doing
we
it
have
together?
a couple of other friends as well that came with me.
Amazing.
This little gang, Chiswick,
Little gang,
Richmond,
gang.
dancing crew.
Dancing crew. Yeah.
Veronica's ready to go.
We potentially will have your T-shirt from that class on this
the
podcast.
Okay.
So,
So, yeah.
Oh,
because
amazing.
I know Eddie for a long time.
Really?
So hopefully we can convince him.
Yeah.
I said I will pop by and convince him to join
Give
our.
us some lessons.
Yeah.
Well, so
but-
you should come to the class too.
Yeah.
I might be too advanced, but
Okay. All right.
no, I'm joking. But I will pop by one day. Yeah, definitely. But Eddie,
Eddie's next, yeah. I think we've had loads of Latinos, so it's good to break it up.
Yeah. I think we're starting our Eastern European arc with my favorite Eastern European.
Yes.
We're giving a
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're from. Yeah, we're moving to the really interesting part of the world now.
exactly.
Okay,
There you go.
Yes.
And we're starting off with you, so Nine vouch for you. We said bring a good guest for the first thing. We've had only good guests, to be honest.
I'll try not to disappoint.
So a bit intro about yourself, Veronica. Where are you? I mean, Sohrab and I have met you at different parties, but I don't think we got to speak to you very much. So
That's
this would
okay.
be a introductory session for us as well.
No worries. I'm Weronica. I'm from Poland. I recently graduated from acting and been auditioning for the past few months. Did a few things. What else would you like to know?
That's really cool because, I mean, as a friendship group, we're all techies, so we don't actually know anything about acting, so we can learn a lot, I think, today.
I know. Every time I talk to like some like office
Tech bros.
working and tech bros, finance bros, and all of that. Yeah, everyone's always so excited to talk to me. I'm like, okay.
Finally something different.
That's true.
So what kind of is there other types of acting? What kind of acting?
So I'm really into TV and film mostly.
Okay.
That's what I want to do, but obviously I would love to do some theater as well. I just think theater is so exciting to do because it's live. You get to do it every day, which is really fun. You get to discover new things each night, and yeah, I'd love to do it, but mostly aiming for film and TV for now.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. And are they like in terms of discipline quite different?
Yeah, so TV is more naturalistic.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah.
does that
Although
mean?
now there's this
Yeah.
new.
You have to convert. You have to translate every.
So
The
more
tech language.
So
to
so
tech, yeah.
in
Is
okay.
that like
So basically, theater is more. Everything has to be exaggerated because people have to see you from far away from their seats.
Yeah.
You have to also be louder. You can't really whisper. You can't bring your voice lower. Like now you have mics, you have the technology to do that. And I'm seeing a lot of recording as well, like use of the camera in the theaters.
Yeah.
So you can have those close-ups of people when you want them. Like some directors use it. I saw it actually last week in Romeo and Juliet with Tom Holland.
Oh, wow.
I
cool.
don't know if you guys saw it.
I've only seen the memes about it, but I'm sure it's very good.
No, it was really
Was it
good.
good,
Yeah, it was really good. And yeah, they used a lot of that. I think because they were also leaning into the fact that Tom Holland is pretty much a TV actor, like a film actor.
Yeah.
So that's one difference. And yeah, it's more effort because you do have to go into the theater every day and do it like sometimes twice a day. And it's very physical.
There's
very
no
demanding.
breaks, right? I guess in a movie you have, or a film, when you're doing a movie or TV, there's cuts, but
Yeah,
in the theater it's like
everything's live.
everyone sees you.
Yeah, you can't.
There's no room for mistakes, right? I guess.
Yeah, you think that, but actually in theater, there is no room for mistakes because if you really mess up, people
They'll
will
see,
lose stuff. But it is similar in TV because you get multiple takes, but you don't get as many takes as you really think because everything's on the clock. And there's a lot of
budgeted, I guess.
Yeah, and well, depending on what you're shooting, but there's also like environmental factors, like a plane's going, so really you want every take to be perfect,
Right.
so that you can eliminate those things like the wind blowing or like the plane or something. And there's a lot of pressure on that, especially when you're trying to do like deep emotional work. Internal.
You need to get into the zone, I guess, right?
Yeah, because you can really see the eyes, and it's like people can see the thoughts behind your eyes.
Right.
You want
Whereas I guess in theater, you have to exaggerate your moves, but
and
face is less.
well, you do have to have. I like when people also act well with their face in the theater.
Makes sense.
But to be honest, most of the time when I go to see theater, I'm so far away and I don't have my glasses, so I can't really see their faces. I did a really silly thing the other day. I went to an after party after a play.
Okay.
I went to see Player Kings
Yeah.
with Ian McKellen. It's,
Oh, wow, okay.
it's Shakespeare. And and I somehow ended up at the after party. It's a long story how, but anyway, I saw my teacher there. She was in the play, and I was talking to her, and she turned away. I was going to go somewhere with her later. She turned away to talk to someone else for a second, and I tried to like talk to her to the people that she was with. I thought maybe it was her friends or something, and it was it was actually actors in the play.
Oh wow, okay.
And I said, "Oh, so what did you think about the play?" And this woman just went, "I don't know. I was in it."
Really? Tell me.
Yeah, and I was like,
Did you say? Did you come up with some quick compliments? Oh, it was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, no, I did. I said like, yeah, it was really good, amazing performance. But after I didn't recognize her, it wasn't really. Yeah, it was just. I was like, okay.
Did you see Ian McKellen?
Yeah, I did see him. He came in with this in this really funky suit with his sunglasses on, and everyone obviously swarmed around him.
Yeah.
But and then he was gone after half an hour. I don't know.
Did he have an injury? I'm sure I saw that he had an accident.
Yeah, I
on
heard
stage,
about
right?
that. Yeah, I think it was in that play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he fell down or something. Apparently, someone knocked over him at the after party.
How dare
At the after.
Was it
Veronica? Nice one. Someone could have seen him.
We're going to get a lawsuit soon for this.
Imagine he did the play once.
Yeah. You never get invited to an after party.
Well, now they have a story to tell. I bet they imagine they now share the story. There was someone who came up and asked us how the play was.
No, because after that, she went to her partner and she's like, "Shall we go home now?"
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, I really put them up.
Do
You didn't sleep that night.
you get to see a lot of plays as part of your learning? Does it help you go and see and experience it? And are
Yeah.
you taking notes as well, or are you just kind of watching and?
Yeah, no, I definitely find it inspiring seeing people do it different ways, and especially with people with plays like Shakespeare. Everyone always has a new way of doing it, and I also did some Shakespeare drama school and before drama school, and how I play these characters is always different, and I'm just like, I love how she did that, or I'm like, I prefer my way.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting. But I try to go and see a lot of things, especially now that I think I stopped a lot after COVID. During COVID, obviously everything stopped.
Yeah.
But after COVID, everything was really expensive, and I just kind of got a lot more into cinema and screen. But I've started going again now.
Do you think that's also one of the reasons you moved to London? I know the West End is like the place for this. I know you have Broadway in America as well, but I feel like if you live in Europe, there's loads of American actors as well that come and do plays in London, right?
That was a big reason why I moved to London. I was just dazzled with the city, and every time I came here, I was like, I love it here. I want to see a lot of theatre. I want to see it every day, or as much as I can. And I also moved because I wanted to train in acting, and I thought, what better place than London? And I did a foundation in one drama school, another course in another drama school, and they were all in London. So that was another reason.
So I guess then, how did you get into drama? What drove your passion for drama? And did you start kind of wanting to do it in Poland?
Yeah. I was in a small theatre club in my hometown.
Which is?
Suwałki.
Okay. Repping.
It's northeast of Poland. It's very close to Lithuania, and everyone in Poland knows it because it's the coldest place and also the hottest in summer.
Really?
It's on the weather map, and people always go the coldest temperature, Suwałki. And people in Lithuania know it because they always come shopping.
Is it I don't know? Is it cheaper or more options to?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's cheaper for them. Yeah. Because they have euros.
What is what's the big city near?
Białystok.
I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce that or try even attempt.
But yeah, I was in a small theatre club in Suwałki since I was 5, and my first play was Snow Queen.
Oh wow! Okay.
And I was just Queen's little helper. I was throwing snow into the audience and dancing on stage. And I just remember it is one of my favorite tales by Hans Christian Andersen. And I had such a wonderful time. I fell in love with theatre ever since. And I dragged all my friends into my theatre club, and we just had so much fun putting all these plays.
So that was your first play then that you were part of,
Yeah.
and then you were like, this is me then for.
Yeah, I
This is
mean,
my thing.
I guess it was just like a bit of a dream to start with, and a bit of like fun. But yeah, me and my friend always like supported each other in that, and we always loved discussing it and like how to make our characters better and funnier and like more truthful. And yeah, it's been my passion.
Is your friend still doing it as well?
Yeah, she's trying.
Okay.
So she lives in Warsaw now, and she goes to a lot of auditions and stuff, but she never went to a drama school.
Warsaw.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said Warsaw. Which is,
Warsaw.
Yeah, Warsaw is in like near, I think near Birmingham.
Oh,
Sorry.
is it?
I was like, there's no drama there. I don't think so.
Warsaw. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And what's her name? We can give her a shout out here.
So her name's also Weronica.
That's why I wanted to ask.
Is that you knew? Okay. Yeah. We were always best friends, and wherever we went, it was just like Weronica and Weronica. It's like we were introducing ourselves. It's like double Weronica, or like our parents used to call us Little Weronica, and she was Big Weronica.
Was you older?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys used to be called by surname maybe, or just little and big?
No, Little and Big.
Did you have like always, because usually you kind of have a background, or your family maybe comes from that kind of space of drama or arts. Were your parents like that, siblings, or
my mom, when she went to uni, she first started studying it's like literature but focused on theater studies.
Okay.
So that she was very passionate about that, but then she had me and she dropped out of uni.
Yeah.
And then she started studying psychology. And my dad also went to an acting school for a while, but then he also dropped it.
Because of you?
No, I don't think it was because of me. I think it was just life and
Yeah, fair enough.
circumstances. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So both of your parents are kind of have tried it.
Bit artistic.
Yeah.
You kind of have to. Sometimes it's good to have people kind of open the door for you. No, not open the door, but like open your mind to it. Because I, for personally, my family, no artistic things ever.
Similarly. So it's really hard to break that barrier when you have had someone in the family do it. I think it really opens you up, and also you don't really have to also break that barrier because they kind of understand.
Exactly.
They're more supportive in that because it was their dream too at one point of time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah, my mum always encouraged me to do like
That's
so
really
much.
nice,
Like she put me in painting classes, theatre classes, whatever I wanted.
So did you first straight move to London, or did you somewhere else in the UK when you left Poland?
So first I moved to a little town called Selby, which is between York and Leeds.
Oh, cool.
Right.
And I went to college in York for a year.
Is that because there's a drama school there, or family?
My mum moved there.
Oh, your mum moved
So
there,
my
okay,
mum
okay.
moved here before me, and then she dragged me along. I really didn't want to move because I had a lot of things going on. I had my friends, and scouting was like a big part of my life, and I didn't want to leave my team. But I also thought it'd be like a really fun adventure, and I was really craving like an adventure. So I was also excited, and yeah.
And so this scouting, I want to hear more about your scouting stories in Poland. What did you guys get up to?
Like all sorts of things.
All sorts, okay.
We went camping in the forest, and there's a lot of forests around my town, and we built our own beds. Had to like 13-year-old girls just like digging holes in the ground to put up a bed. It was quite funny. But my favorite part was when we were sneaking out at night to steal the other team's flag.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh.
Some sabotage.
Yeah. and there's also in scouting we have night guards So someone has to watch the flag.
Okay.
Is this scouting or is this war simulation?
Yeah,
They're preparing.
No, it's actually like preparation for army. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that when I joined. I just thought it was like
Kids, come here. There's a lot of fun. Come here and.
actually, a few of my friends did go to the army afterwards. Like they became pilots or
Oh wow. Okay.
which I thought was crazy. But
So
okay.
no, it's
not crazy.
it's not like in America where you're selling cookies and stuff. It's just
No, but we did do some selling. Yeah, some sales. Well, it was more like charity work. So we did like, we collected food for the people that needed it, or what else? Like things like that. Yeah.
Like charitable stuff.
Yeah,
right? Just helping around.
Yeah.
So I heard a key word in there called food. So that brings me on to food in Poland. What type of foods would you recommend? I mean, I've been there, but I feel like I still have so much more to explore.
So if you're in Poland, you have to definitely try pierogies.
Okay.
Don't know if you've heard of that. It's a Polish dumpling.
yeah.
You can have it with meat or cabbage and mushrooms, or you can have it with fruit, which is my favorite way.
With fruits.
With
yeah,
fruit.
fruits.
Inside.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Or
fruit.
inside.
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 Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, you have dumpling, and like my favorite ones are blueberry ones.
Oh wow.
And there are also strawberry ones, and then you have it with cream and some sugar, and
It's like a crepe or something. You just have different, like a savory version.
Or dessert version. Yeah.
I'm trying. My Romanian friend has made sarmale.
yeah.
It's kind of similar as well. It's like but they eat a lot. They eat a lot of like it's like beef. It's like a lot of pork. And they have a lot of sour cream. Do you guys do sour cream as well in
Yeah, sometimes, but we actually mix into soups more.
soups? Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes we put in on top of pierogies, but not often. But yeah, you can have anything in pierogies.
All right, okay.
You just
there are-
depending on the filling, I guess.
Yeah, there are some places that just serve pierogi, and they come up with some funky ways to do it, and I love it. I'm here for it.
Are there any places in London that you can recommend for strawberry and berry pierogi?
Yes, I had one in is it Ealing? It's Ealing or Chiswick. It's where I'd have to look it up.
We can put it afterwards in.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Link
find
it
out
up.
and
We'll link
we'll
it up.
add it to the website.
Yeah. It's a Polish culture center, and
Oh, okay, that's in Chiswick.
yeah,
Yeah, that's near
Kind of
Stamford
great.
Brook.
Stanford.
yeah. They play Polish films there. They have Polish food.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they showcase the art of Polish artists. My landlord was Polish, and she's a painter, so she invited me to come and see her exhibition.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I went there on Chopin's birthday for there were like different people playing piano, playing Chopin.
Oh, that's
obviously.
beautiful.
Not playing anything else, but
Yeah, fair enough.
place.
Imagine playing someone else on his birthday.
I'm going to play Hungarian folk music today.
Is Chopin Polish?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know that.
Oh my God, nobody knows it because it's a French surname. But yes, he's
Exactly.
Polish. His mother was Polish. That's why, and his father was French. But he lived most of his life in Poland, and then there was a war, so he emigrated to France.
Yeah.
And that's why people assume he's French. But most of his music he wrote with Poland in mind.
Uh-huh.
It was inspired by like him missing his home country and stuff.
Yeah, I think his body's buried in Paris, but his heart is buried in Warsaw or Krakow.
They took his
That's
heart out.
cool. They
Wow.
took
In a
his
church,
heart.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's
Someone might correct me.
consent to that,
I'm like relatively confident about
Right.
that fact.
we'll fact
90% confident.
Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah, life back then, we always hear it's more gruesome or more brutal, but it also sounds like it's more poetic in a way.
Yeah,
Having your
goddamn.
heart somewhere else.
I didn't know that was an option. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, we'll
Your
take my
heart
heart to
Yeah.
Afghanistan. Fuck. It saves on transporting the body because it will
True.
take time.
It's a smaller package.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a medium-sized Amazon package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people get burnt and Not burnt, sorry, incinerated.
Yeah, burnt.
Cremated, not incinerated.
The third time.
But then you get like, you can put your ashes anywhere, right?
Well, there was this thing I saw where people get cremated and then their ashes put at the base of like a small tree plant, and then you get planted somewhere in the forest, and then the tree uses your exclamation.
That's
And then
that's a
you
different.
are the tree.
Yeah, you
basically.
become the
a
tree.
lot of non-scientific words.
No,
Your
but that
soul.
sounds fun.
Yeah,
That
that sounds
yeah.
good. Except for my heart, which goes to Afghanistan now.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So
I think
where-
we
right?
can do that,
Where
yeah.
Which
would
forest?
you put yours?
Somewhere near.
Maybe I'd put it in like the forest in Suwałki somewhere, or like at the
that
bottom
would
of the
go.
lake.
And some girl is gonna like
Yes.
That'd be so
be
romantic.
Girl Scout, and
Yeah.
she'll chop up the.
Just gonna put the flag there, you know,
Yeah.
still.
Maybe the bottom of the lake's better actually.
Actually, the Scout girls.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Slovakia, what are the other areas of Poland do you think that a lot of people don't know about that you would also recommend if someone was to visit?
Yeah, because there's the
obviously
obvious
the
one, which is like
Warsaw
Krakow,
and Krakow.
like Gdansk, but for like other others.
Yeah. Yeah, so Warsaw, Krakow. Warsaw is very good for like World War II if you're interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
There's like on every corner you have something.
Yeah.
Krakow is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoys it. And Gdańsk is the seaside, some German leftover history. Wrocław is really amazing as well for culture and for the Panorama Racławicka, which is the biggest panorama in the world. I think.
No, I'm
And,
not fact checking you.
And yeah, I think that one's very impressive. It's like a whole room just covered in painting.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I recommend seeing that. And Tatras and mountains in general are beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that.
there's a lot of
my
nature in
favorite
Poland,
places.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which
So
I think
my
is
area.
skipped a lot as well. Like,
What would you do in the forest though? No, you're not even Girl Scout.
I'm gonna steal their flags. I'm gonna cause sabotage. I'm gonna set them against each other.
No, you actually.
Inside,
you can
Be
actually do
prepared.
that.
Incite insurgencies.
That sounds like a trip that we need to do.
Yeah.
Go
Oh my
to
God, that is
Polish
such a good
forest,
idea.
steal flags.
Yeah.
It's cause confusion. Like, what's the flag though?
Like what the?
You're laughing, but the guard is there to protect from like anyone.
Wow. This is
How old are
serious.
the guards?
Yeah, exactly.
12,
They're like
13.
13.
Is there much interaction with like the Boy Scouts? Are they kind of around the same
Yeah.
area as well? Is it usually the same organization that?
Yeah,
runs
so
the Boy Scouts?
it can be a different team. It can be like a team that we don't know, but they usually have to inform someone that they're going to do it tonight. But like, obviously, just like the head of the camp.
Yeah.
Would you do girls versus boys as well?
Yeah.
Does that happen?
So we did have trips like that when it would just be like girls versus boys, and actually once it was so funny. Our team went to steal the boys' flag, but they caught us, and they held someone for ransom
No.
to give the flag back, and it was just so embarrassing. But yeah.
What
And
happens-
we
what-
went there because someone told us to like paint our faces black so that they can't see our faces in the night.
Yeah.
So that like we're more invisible. And we went in there with these black faces and they could just see us.
They're like, what are they doing?
Yeah. But once I went with my with just two of my friends from
Yeah.
the boys team. Actually, I think we were supposed to hold guard, but we were just like, okay. And we went and we stole the uniform of our head of the camp.
No way.
Your head.
No, like
general,
the whole camp. So the whole camp consisted of like girls team, two boys team,
Yeah.
and another girls team actually. Yeah, two girls, two boys teams, and there was like the head of the whole camp. So we went into
Is that an adult or a kid?
Kid.
That's also a kid.
yeah,
Oh,
kid.
also a kid.
yeah.
wow.
So we were all
Where
under
the
18.
Whole
No,
operation.
no, sorry. The head of the camp is an adult. Yeah.
You still hit
Yeah,
us.
they're like 40 or whatever. It
That
was
is definitely adult.
he was a priest, and there was another girl who was like in her 20s helping. Yeah.
Oh, fair, fair, fair.
Yeah, so we stole her uniform and someone's shoes.
Oh, wow. not the priestess uniform, thankfully.
No.
Imagine the priest is like, "Where's my clothes?"
With my stuff, the worst civilian clothes now. And cool. And at what age did you move to the UK then?
16.
Okay.
I just turned 16.
So like A level, like after GC, whatever the
yeah,
equivalent is.
yeah.
And you moved to London after you finished your education in
Selby.
Selby. So I studied in York for a year, and then I studied in Leeds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was supposed to do A levels, but I wanted to do like something more creative and artsy.
Okay, fair enough.
And I did musical theatre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
I guess
like,
if that aligns with what you want to do, right?
Yeah,
You have to think.
I think like when I first met you, I did not think you were Polish because of your accent. It just sounds
Really?
so different, like compared to other Polish people I know.
Very York
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've got some
Northern
words in
yeah,
there.
like
Oh,
Scottish,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Scottish
funny.
type of.
It's like
I'm
so mixed
joking.
up now.
You know where you're from? Are you quite close to the border with Lithuania? Are you quite?
Yeah, we're very close. Yeah, it's
And
like
are
a
the
2-hour
people
drive.
quite similar? Or?
I don't know.
or very
Like, yeah, we are all Eastern European.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite similar in that sense. Like similar culture, I guess. We have some similar foods.
Don't like Russians.
Don't like Russians, yeah.
Sorry
Nobody
for any
likes
Russian
Russia.
listeners.
No,
Sorry.
Russian government.
Even Russians don't like Russia. Like,
Yeah, exactly. What do you think the Girl Scouts were preparing for?
And I thought I wasn't gonna have to get involved. I was taking it easy there.
yeah.
I should have relaxed.
We love Russians.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, we love them. Yeah.
Russian culture, love it.
I lived in Moscow for 2 years.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've never been to Russia. Now I'm like, oh, I love.
Now
my
you're not gonna.
chance.
Yeah.
You can still go. You just probably can't come back.
You know what? You probably won't get that.
No, I think you can. I know for a fact there's people who live in my
There must be.
building who go to Russia via, I don't know, Dubai or something, and then
Dubai
Come
has
back.
direct flights
to
Emirates.
Moscow, and then just come back here.
Yeah.
So there's always ways around it.
As long as you're not sanctioned, you can get back into the country, I think, into the UK.
As a
But I
person,
just
yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Could you even like separate yourself from everything that's going on? Like, I feel like it'd be so difficult to just be like, la 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 la, I'm here on holiday.
I guess it's in a sense you have to separate yourself from like you need to separate, as you said, the people from what the government does, and
Yeah.
as with any government, I mean some worse than others, but
Yeah, I think the more you travel around the world, you see people do have quite a lot of similarities. You know, like if one of their friends is going away, you throw them a party. You know,
yeah,
things like this.
they're more
They
similar
care,
than different.
and the people are more similar than they are different, and it's just really the government and the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
a lot of the
definitely,
times.
I know a lot of, well, not a lot, but like I had a Russian teacher, like my combat teacher was Russian. We all loved her so much. She
Sorry,
was
your what?
like
Combat.
combat.
Is that in the
It's
Stage combat. So
Oh.
stage? Okay.
yeah, sorry.
I was thinking this.
like what? Where are we heading with this?
Prepared for this.
This Girl Scout thing is like a Hunger Games. Someone with the cameras in the trees.
Immediately when I started hearing these flags, I was like, Hunger Games Battle Royale. Great Japanese movie if you haven't seen it.
And we had to kill many kids. No. Okay. So you're a combat teacher in drama school.
And
Yeah.
priests.
And this combat school, like what kind of things do they teach you?
So we learned hand-to-hand combat. So unarmed, basically like a fight, you know, like
Yeah.
punches, slaps, stuff like that, and rapier and dagger. So
Oh wow.
so that's a bit more technical
Mhm.
because you have to know your parries and stuff. But yeah,
This is the moment where I wish we were ready for video because we could probably have done a demo.
Can you put 9 in a headlock?
yeah, I could try.
And stab him. Yeah,
Do
probably.
you have like wooden knives at home? I know that's what
Wooden
they use. Do they
knives?
use like
No, but
wooden
Nahin
swords, right?
does.
When they're doing like sword
in,
fight.
in the Middle Ages.
Nahin's got a sword.
I do have a sword.
Ah.
I have a
He's also
Japanese
anime
katana.
fan, so
Yeah.
what kind of sword do you have?
I have a Japanese. I have a katana.
Is it a real one?
It's a real one.
It's a
It
real
does
one,
cut.
yeah.
Are you allowed
And-
legally allowed to have it?
Our lawyer is.
Yes, actually, I'm legally allowed to have it because it was handcrafted, and you need to have a letter which says you are legally allowed to have that sword.
So you have one.
So I do.
Is it sharp?
It is indeed sharp.
You use it.
How sharp?
I did cut spring onions with it when the other day.
Spring onion.
Yeah, spring
Wow.
onions. Well, I had nothing
How
else
did
to
you
cut.
go from onions to spring?
Well, I used to make egg fried rice.
Does it fit in the dishwasher, or how do you?
In the dishwasher, I had to.
If you put it in the dishwasher, it will go down.
Yeah, it was. So I had to do, just the old-fashioned way. Yeah.
What's the old-fashioned?
Yeah, what?
Because I don't know if you.
Over the sink,
I'm sure you don't have a blacksmith.
I have a
forgery,
little sponge, over the
like a
sink.
proper,
Yeah.
but it's very.
The old fashioned.
Very liquid, represent sponsorship.
Give it to Anna.
Someone-
The old fashioned.
Yeah,
Someone
no,
check the status.
Should
of
not
that.
know that there was indeed a samurai sword there. Just that I was doing
That's
that.
crazy.
Had to wait for them to be out of the house. In order for me to do that.
I remember
Fair enough.
our friend Albridge. He went to like a court in the UK. You get picked for like court, like randomly.
yeah.
I went as well, but I got dismissed because
Oh.
all my kids were shit.
You were making animal noises.
Yeah.
They were like, whoa, this
We should
guy.
arrest him. But he was basically summoned to Old Bailey, which is like the number one for like
Yeah, yeah.
serious crime. Because basically, some guy was living in a flat share, and then there was like a drug addict guy living there, and he broke into another guy's room. And this guy's like an anime guy who has loads of swords, like Nahin. But he
Oh
basically
my God.
he
I
killed
have
this
one
guy.
sword.
This guy killed him with a sword, like that's self-defense.
wow.
He used the katana to defend himself.
Pretty good.
But he was proven not guilty because he just happened.
Self-defense.
Yeah, he just happened to have a sword on him.
Just happened. He was waiting for that moment his entire life.
He bought the sword after.
He's like, I
he-
wish
he-
someone
He
would-
bought the sword after the guy moved in.
Well, I have one more sword story to share before we get back to Poland
Yeah.
and the mountains that I want to talk about. So at one point in my life, when we left university, I thought, I'll be this cool guy, not working in corporate companies. I want to work in a, like a startup or something different,
Yeah.
from everyone else. So I decided to join a luxury bed company of all places. And I was the...
Rapid.
Savoy.
Savoy beds. So they used to make historically beds for the Savoy Hotel, and then they became an
Very
offshoot
cool.
company of their own. Supplying luxury beds to all around the world to high-end hotels and sheikhs and.
We're not getting sponsored by
oligarchs.
them yet.
I know. That's okay, but I need a cheaper bed. Cheaper, expensive luxury bed. I should have done it whilst I was there, but I failed to do that.
yeah.
But
This
anyway,
is the chance.
whilst I was working, I was the admin, right? So I had pretty much access to all the sales, everything that was going on within the systems. And I noticed, so I could see also what beds that were being made for the client. And there was one client who had hidden compartments for katana swords. There was someone who
That's
had guns
very
too, but the
cool.
katana one was really cool.
Was he in Japan? Or
No, it was America.
Ooh.
It was always the
Anime
Americans.
fans. Anime fans.
Always the American swords, guns, golf as well.
Oh, golf
Yeah.
in the bed.
In the bed,
Wow.
they had like little
That
compartments.
sounds
for their
like a
hidden-
major
so not playing
issue.
golf in the bed,
Yeah.
but
Sounds like
little
a major-
compartments for their golf balls and golf
So,
clubs.
I guess they were hiding it from their wife
Yeah, must-
or husband.
Maybe. I remember there were beds for Roman Abramovich's mistresses.
Mistresses.
Yes.
Oh,
on
you're
yachts.
spilling the real tea here, actually.
I need my own lawyer and my own solicitor too, by the way, to stop me.
But how did you know? Did you Google the name?
Yeah.
It
just,
says Roman Abramovich.
the
Yeah, I know.
Don't
yeah.
tell my wife.
There's notes because they usually have someone purchase on their behalf.
Yeah,
Like a manager. So
Yeah.
we'll have like an assistant.
Yeah.
For my mistress.
But then there's like a note like it's for this person, by the way, so don't screw it up.
Oh,
So yeah.
wow.
Anyway, segueing back from it's not really
sorry,
a segue,
good
but the
question.
tangent.
Good question. You know,
no,
the,
hold on.
the katana compartment, is that like you lift the bed and it's there, or is it like Or
No,
like
so
Ottoman
it
beds
was
underneath?
actually hidden in the headboard.
Oh,
There was a
Ah.
button. I
That
believe there
makes
was
sense.
That makes
button, or there's like a
thought he was
flip
sleeping on
part
it.
that you can. and it's-
That's pretty
then
cool.
you take it
What
out.
about the golf one? What was
The
that?
golf ones were on the side. You know, in some Ottoman beds where you have side drawers,
Oh, yeah.
or like where you can put more clothes.
Yeah.
But
How
instead
much?
of the clothes,
How much
it
are these
was-
beds?
How much was the?
Good question. Those were probably around. They were definitely more than 50 grand. So they would be
Okay.
up towards like 100 grand, 200 grand. You can buy for
Yeah.
lesser, for like the standard beds for like
The
20 grand, 30 grand
Yeah.
for the base and mattress.
The reason I ask is
His
surely
backpack.
he would have had space for his golf stuff somewhere else.
Yeah, but you know,
If you can
these-
afford them.
these are all completely bespoke.
He
It's
must have
like-
been like, "Yo,
when-
I love golf.
I think
This
it's
is the best thing ever.
Yeah, like
need
I
to-
love golf
I love
that
golf."
much. It needs to be there.
If I need it close to me.
Just hug it.
Anyway,
Yeah, fair enough.
now
Anyway,
that are we done with this tangent?
we are.
we're-
We'll go wherever this tangent leads.
nothing
us,
is a
to
tangent on this
Yeah.
podcast. It's all
Yeah.
worth discussing.
Because Veronica mentioned was it
Combat sports.
combat sports?
Yeah.
But also you mentioned the Tatra
You really want me
Mountains.
to talk about the Tatras? Okay.
Yeah. The reason I ask is because if anyone doesn't know, our other host Flavio loves to disappear randomly every once a year or a couple of years. Where just a week before he'll go on the trip, he'll be like, "Hey guys, I'm going to the Atacama Desert. Do you wanna come?" Just like 5 days before he's going.
It's true.
So
he loves
loves-
glamping though.
Yeah.
He's
loves
more a
hiking.
glamper.
No,
He glamper.
that was.
Come on.
I had a tent with me. I had a tent from Decathlon.
He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the middle of nowhere where nothing is alive. I'm the only alive bacteria around. So I think he would love to hear about the mountains of
Yeah, I like-
Poland.
Cool mountains,
They are cool. Yeah.
except for Girl Scouts stealing your clothes.
But that adds to the
That's the main
fun.
danger in those.
It gets you prepared for life. You'll be ready, you know, on those mountains.
Where are these mountains near your place?
No, they're not there. So I live in the north. Well, I don't live there,
Northeast.
but yeah, I'm from the north, and the mountains are in the south. And yeah, they are very beautiful, and I recommend them. We did go one year. I went there twice in one summer, and one of them was a scout camp, one of the trips.
course.
And every morning we had the best view. We had every
Wow.
morning we walked down this hill and we just saw the panorama of Tatras, and it was beautiful. It was a lovely experience. I really.
Is that your favorite natural place in Poland, or do you have other favorites? Because it seems nature-wise, Poland is quite the place.
Yeah. So you have Tatras, which are like high mountains, and you have Bieszczady, which are more high hills. And people really love Bieszczady as well. I've never been. I'd love to go. And then you have another type of mountains, which I don't know what the name of them in English is, but it's basically just like rocks in weird shaped rocks, and they are really cool to see as well.
What is it called in Polish? I think we can find it and then add it as well for people. to-
Translate.
Stołowe, góry stołowe. I really
very
hope
much.
I'm not
I'll have to
talking
repeat that
nonsense.
like 4 times for myself in the back in the recording.
Yeah.
Fine.
So you remember the name?
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, so there are those. But I think, well, it's different for me because I'm from Suwałki, and this is like the lake area, which
Yeah.
is also really, really lovely. I don't know how you guys feel about lakes. So some people say that it's the like lame version of the sea, which I disagree with.
Who says that?
My boyfriend. Like, no. I prefer lakes to the sea because
Crazy.
is that crazy?
No, that's a very different take.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you like the water's not salty. Your head doesn't end up being a mess. You just get to like the waves aren't as big.
Okay. It's good for your hair though, salty water.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it always looks like shit after I come out. So.
If you go to a big enough lake, like if you go to Lake Garden, you can have a beach experience.
Yeah, I love
Because
that
it's so
place.
big, you don't even
Yeah.
know where it's. You
Yeah,
can't see
yeah.
the end of it.
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
I went to a lake, the biggest lake in Central Europe, in Bulgaria, which is beautiful.
Sunny beaches.
No, sorry, Hungary. Yeah, and it was beautiful, and it's very shallow for a long time, so you can literally walk into like quite far and yeah, and have an amazing view. So
Yeah, and there's no waves trying to kill you. I guess.
well, there are little waves, but
Tiny,
Then you like
big
wild-
waves.
Can you have sharks in lakes?
no, I don't think so.
But apparently they can swim up.
Great white sharks sometimes show up in them.
But did we have dolphins?
Lake Garda.
In the Thames?
We did have dolphins actually in
It's a river. It's not a lake.
In Richmond.
Oh, yeah.
A lake is connected still to river sometimes.
No, it's not. That's the whole point of a lake.
The sea.
All right, you got the name.
Geography lessons.
Can a lake not be connected
No.
at all?
Matters and
That makes it.
What if I had a river that went into a lake?
Then it just ends at the lake. The river ends in the lake.
Right. So then the river is connected to the
Yeah, but the Thames ends in the sea.
Yeah, but what if that river...
So the dolphin will need to go over
What if you
land
have
and
a
then no
lake,
longer be a
river and the
dolphin.
sea? I'm sure that setup...
Sorry, what?
Yeah,
You have one
that
lake.
could work.
Yeah.
little river that ends
Yeah.
in the lake, as you said.
Okay.
The river goes
So
into
the
the
river
sea,
goes through a lake. Is that what you mean?
into the lake from the sea.
And well, hold on.
What?
Like in Sri Lanka, like where I live in
Yeah,
Sri
I
Lanka.
agree.
Where my parents live,
Yeah.
it's a lagoon. which
That's
is
a
kind-
lagoon. It's a different.
kinda like a
yeah,
lake.
it's
Kinda
not
like a lake.
really. It's a lagoon.
It merges into the sea.
Yeah, that's what makes it a lagoon.
So it
Right?
would be a lagoon then.
Yeah, not a
So
lake.
It's not a lake. It's a lagoon then.
But what are you trying to describe? A river that goes into a lake and then goes into a river,
Into
or
the sea.
Into-
I think I'm
Yeah,
getting
sorry,
you.
in the
Yeah,
sea.
so
You
it's
get
a
it right, it's
port.
not-
It's a port, really.
Or then
yeah,
it's
that's a.
port.
Then it's just a. Yeah.
So what? Sorry.
Yeah,
a
something like
port.
that, yeah.
Okay, so there were no sharks
lake.
in your lake, right? Okay.
It's a large
Yeah.
river
No
then.
shark.
River, lake, river, sea.
Sea, river, lake.
From sea to river to lake.
Yeah.
Is the water going upstream?
There's
Think about it,
There's a
think about
There's
it,
a
think
glacier
about
at the
it.
top.
At the top of the sea,
Yeah, at the top of the lake.
and the water is going up to
It's
the
going down, It's going
glacier.
down. It's going into the sea from
Okay,
the lake.
into this. Okay, there we go then. I think
So
it's-
what is
you
that? then?
you said sea, lake,
What
river.
lake, mountain, lake, river, sea.
Yes, that's
possible.
potentially maybe.
All right.
We'll have
I was right.
Sorry, we got derailed here.
Anyone who's like really proud geography just like nodded, just shaking their head.
Lagoon.
And what? Okay, other than sharks, apparently in the lakes, what other wildlife are there in these in the nature in
Wales.
Poland that you can find out people probably wouldn't expect to find?
So around Białystok, which is around my area, you have bison.
Oh yeah,
Wow,
I've heard of these.
Yeah. There's a resort for them. They breed them and take care of them. And yeah, I went there when I was like 10, so I don't really remember much, but I remember that I really didn't expect them to be this big.
Oh, they're big.
Yeah, they are massive.
That's
They're like,
awesome.
yeah. And yeah, it's good to see them. I guess.
Because they recently, I mean recently, like only in the 2000s got introduced back into
Yeah.
Europe. Because before they went extinct. So
Bisons.
yeah,
They,
bison.
they nearly went extinct, but I think they were always in Poland.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're protected now.
Yeah, they're protected, yeah.
And there's wolves, and
Yeah, there are wolves. Yeah.
bears.
Bears. Yes.
Yeah, the bears are in the mountains, which we
We discovered.
realized when we were basically we ended up at the top of the mountain. Well, not the top, but like still in the mountains when it started getting dark.
Yeah.
And we ended up walking 2 hours down the mountain when in the darkness, basically
Yeah.
at night. And there are bears in those forests.
It
so-
just tells you don't walk in the dark. There's bears. I didn't
Yeah.
feel it was that dark, and I think that's my favorite time of the night to be
was-
in the mountains. To be honest,
yeah,
With
it
the
was
bears.
nice.
with the bears. Yeah, the nice bears.
Hey man, tell them
Man,
about my.
I've
prep.
never seen a bear, so you know.
It's true, but I'm always prepared. Remember?
Oh yeah, the best. With what? Oh, right, you have an axe. So Zohrab has an axe that he bought. Apparently, somehow it's useful. He
bear
bought
attacks.
it for bear attacks in Scotland.
You never know.
When was this back? Back in like 2018 or something?
I've had it
for
for 10
this?
years.
Yeah, I've
I'm
never
always
seen
prepared.
that axe in Scotland. Well, next time when we go to
Have
Poland,
you ever seen bears in Scotland?
when we go to Poland, please bring the axe. Otherwise, I'll be so
I'm
afraid.
I might have to bring something bigger. Probably
You might have to buy it there.
Girl Scouts. Just
Yeah.
bring them.
But yeah, there are also like wolves in the forest around where I live, and deers, and what else? Oh, and what are they called? The pigs, the wild pigs, wild
Boar.
boars. Yeah,
wild
boars.
boar.
Yeah, my friend saw one when she was walking through the forest with her huskies, and basically, well, it's her boyfriend's family's huskies. Anyway, the one of them keeps running away. Like they dig a hole under the fence and runs away. They run away.
The dog
Okay.
does.
Yeah, and the other like month they ran out and they killed a baby deer.
Oh.
And it was their neighbors, and the neighbor got really
Oh, the neighbor had a deer.
the neighbor got really mad.
so these
It
are
was
like
the baby
domesticated.
deer. Yeah,
Domesticated. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
like very expensive deer.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
they're protected as well.
Yeah, I think there's a special name for them, but I have no idea. What they're
Bambi.
Bambi.
called. I barely know what they're called in Polish.
Well, it was Bambi that was killed. A baby deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that you miss from your hometown? The nature.
Yeah. I miss the lakes.
And now you live in Richmond, right? So I guess you get some
Yeah,
nature. You get
There
the
are
deer.
deers
There's loads
in
of
Richmond
deer.
Park.
they are
There you go.
Richmond Park. Yeah.
How often do you go back to Poland?
So it depends, but probably once or twice a year. Yeah.
And what do you do when you go to visit? Of course, seeing friends, seeing other Veronica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what kind of activities do you get up to when you're there? Because obviously your area is quite nature focused.
Yeah, so I usually go kayaking. That's something that we love to do in summer. And and what else? Oh, and we like to go ape. I don't know if you know that. Like
What is
I've heard of it.
it's basically set up on trees, like higher up, and you have to
Yeah.
climb it. I don't know, it's like a obstacle course that you go through. Yeah, and there's a zip line at the end of it. Yeah, it's kind of fun. What else do we do? Yeah, we just go out eating and stuff, and
Oh, cool.
hang out with friends.
Fair enough. And I guess we're going back to when you came to Selby with your mum and you moved here. You said you were 16 and
Yeah.
then you did courses.
Yep.
How did you end up in London? What made you want to move? What was your motivation?
Well, I applied to a few drama schools and I got into one in Manchester, but I didn't particularly want to go to Manchester. So
Fair enough.
so I decided to try again next year, which is what many people do when they try to get into drama school.
Yeah.
And I did a foundation course. So that's like, yeah, I wanted to train more in acting.
Yeah.
So that's what basically made me want to move here. And I just, when I visited London, I just loved the city and I just felt like that's where I want to be. So
Did you first visit London when you moved here with your mum, or had you visited London before?
I think I first visited London when I was like, still 16. So like in the first year of me being here.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my friends went to Summertime Ball at the O2 Arena.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we saw Bending Like Beckham, I remember.
Awesome. Awesome movie.
And what else? I think we saw Miss Saigon as well. And just went around, saw the landmarks. Yeah. It was
Oh,
nice.
fun fact about Miss Saigon. I think we have a friend who's coming on soon, whose mom was in Miss Saigon or asked for Miss Saigon to be the lead character. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You didn't know? It was Lawrence.
No way.
I promise you. You can ask him when we meet him.
Lawrence Chan.
Lawrence Chan. Yes.
Lawrence
No
Chan,
way.
you
Wait, I
absolutely...
saw. I don't know if it's still the same actress, but
Probably not the same.
okay.
That's so cool.
Cool.
He's one of our closest friends.
So
I didn't know this.
He's going to be coming back from Singapore to talk about
Yeah.
Singapore. So look forward to that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
The acting connection there. I tried to make some connections, you know.
But Nahin is all about the
I'm all
connections,
about
isn't he?
connections.
Yeah,
Making
my
stories,
guy.
you know.
Let me meet your mom.
yeah.
You can meet.
You can say that. We can.
Yeah, she's not far from about 2 stops, I think.
So, Veronica, when you're in London, you miss home. Where do you have any recommendations for people in terms of? Obviously, I think UK has a big Polish community, but if someone wants
Yeah.
a real taste of Poland, especially Sohrab, he will take notes and go there afterwards.
Literally next in
It's for
Mortlake,
him.
there is a Polish shop. 2 shops next to where I live, and I
Yeah.
get like gherkins and jam and stuff.
I love Polish shops.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
amazing. This smells so good.
They have the best stuff, and they have the frozen pierogies, which that's what I get when
Okay.
I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I honestly, I think the best Polish food you can get, which is a bit funky, but like, it's in the Polish churches. So a lot of them, there's a lot of Polish churches in London, and a lot of them do like food after the service, or like they just have like a restaurant next to it. There's one in Ealing. So that's like very traditional Polish food. And yeah, and the place that I mentioned before, and there if you want to go like fancy, there's this restaurant in South Kensington that I don't remember the name, but they have really nice Polish food too.
In South Ken.
Yeah.
We'll get all the names afterwards.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
the church one.
Or if
That sounds awesome.
I've
Yeah, the
never
church.
heard of that before, because you have the community as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is everyone welcome to the church one, or
yeah, absolutely.
we rock up
yeah.
one day?
You have
Yeah.
to go to mass. You have to go to the service.
We'll go to
No,
service.
you don't have to
Cross
go to
service,
the service.
okay.
Yeah, stop with Flavio.
Yeah, I basically became half Catholic the other day during one of the
Oh my
weddings.
God.
So
Interesting. How was that?
that was great. Yeah, I went up to the priest. I did the whole ceremony, and then I think they give you like this. What is that? It's like
You don't even know.
Bread?
By the
You
way,
don't
the
even
bread.
know.
It's not like.
Wait, you shouldn't.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
if
he
you're not
had.
Catholic.
But
so
he told me to
no,
eat
but
it, so I ate it.
By the way, not every Catholic can take that bread. It's only if you receive Holy Communion.
Yeah, so you
I
literally
feel like
are
I-
infidel.
You need to go to confession first, Nahin, and yeah.
Wow, no.
I have a lot to confess.
You have a lot to make up for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Flavio, take him out.
Trip. I'm gonna take the mic with me to the confession.
Oh God. Okay.
It's,
Yeah, we don't want to know. We don't want to know. We don't want to record that. No lawyer will be able to save you. No, they will. I'm joking. He's a good guy. As far as I know.
Disclaimers.
yeah.
He's gonna cut out the disclaimer afterwards.
So churches, South Kensington. You give us a name, then there's
Yes.
the
If I knew you were gonna ask me that, I'd just like have the list. But yeah,
Nine.
if I
Nine
think
should
of
talk.
anything
No,
else,
that's
I'm
okay. I
joking,
think
I'm
that will make people want to go to the website now to check it out.
Yeah.
The name.
But by the way,
check out their
we do have a website.
There you go.
Yeah, I know we.
HomeAwayDiaries.com.
Yeah. What is it?
HomeAwayDiaries.com.
There you go. Please visit. You'll find all our episodes. You will also find any recommendations for every episode related to food, travel, and other things that the guest mentioned.
How to steal a flag from your enemy
Girl
camp.
Scouts.
From the other Girl Scouts.
Eh.
yeah.
face with charcoal.
Yeah.
Blackface, a modern guide. No, how to read nothing. Don't do it now, okay?
Only in the woods.
Only in the woods.
This is exactly why Putin didn't try with Poland, the Girl Scouts. He knew. They're prepared.
They knew.
Was it always on the border that you guys were doing
No.
scouting? Okay.
No.
I'm just thinking that it was.
You,
was like
you,
an
you were
undercover-
thinking they were defending the border, didn't you?
Set up like a South Korea, North Korea situation here with the
Use
DMZ
this
border.
gun. Use this fake gun. It does a really big boom.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
all
yeah.
fake.
My God.
It sounds intense. Girl Scouting.
It
An
was.
experience that I missed. Boy Scouting.
No, do you know what it really taught me? It taught me that when I think I can't do anything anymore, when I'm like too tired,
Yeah.
I'm actually just at my 30%.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are some life lessons?
I
Because
don't-
you told us about the vibration thing. The nervousness vibrating.
Yeah, one of the techniques to get rid of nerves is if you're ever shaking because you're nervous, you can like shake your entire body, and when you make yourself shake, you get rid of the shakiness, and it helps you release the nerves.
So really good tip.
That's an amazing.
So
tip.
just like, I mean, no one can see on the video, but just me just shaking my hands like a
Yeah,
bird.
like that, Nahin.
Like a
Definitely
bird
like
asking
that.
for
Nahin.
help.
Ryan is simulating having a seizure.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, like a little bird trying to like fly, but
That
can't
is
fly.
exactly how they do
That's
it.
what I'm doing, but maybe I'm doing it wrong.
No, you
But
do
try with your
the.
whole body.
Oh,
like-
whole
Yeah,
body.
you do the. Hold on. Nahin, you
With
do
your
the
feet.
thing and Flavio the noise, and then together you'll be a
Together
real
we
bird.
have a whole
The noise only comes live.
Experience it. Just close your eyes, you will be able to see it.
We'll probably be made a meme out of if there was a video.
Thankfully, I'm not on camera.
Oh, and recently I made my show reel, so feel free to check it out on Instagram.
Yes, please plug
Yo.
if you have any
Let us
plug.
know. I'll actually link that.
Um,
And one thing we didn't get to talk about, but you did touch upon, was that you went to Bulgaria.
I went to Bulgaria to shoot an advert.
Oh wow!
For can you say it?
I don't even know. I guess no. I think I shouldn't actually.
Oh, fair enough.
Can you say what kind of thing it was?
It was an oil company.
Oil?
Okay. That's random as hell.
Yeah, not great.
Saudi Aramco.
Did you drive a car? Did you have to drive a car?
Yeah, I did, and I can't drive, so.
But that's what the acting is about, right?
Yeah. Basically, they were like, I was holding the wheel, and they were like, move it a bit more. So I started moving it a bit more. They were like, a bit less. Okay.
That's brilliant.
I don't know how to drive.
Yeah.
Hopefully, is that on YouTube already? Is that available on?
No, it's not.
It's still being edited. And
Yeah, so no, maybe.
Yeah, let's not ruin it.
So, what was this whole experience like from start to finish? Like, how did you get this role, and then, how did it go when they fly you out there? Like, if you could just paint kind of like the picture of that whole experience.
So I auditioned it. I got a self-tape. They made me say some things on the self-tape 5 different ways.
no car driving in that.
No, I guess it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But there was a question on the form, like, do you have a driving license? And I had to be like, no. Because I knew it was about driving. And and then they were like, yeah, let's book you in. You got it. And then they gave me a form to fill out. And then they booked me a flight. They booked
That's
my
amazing.
hotel.
Wow.
They booked me a cab to the
Congrats.
airport.
Yeah.
It was
Everything.
lovely, yeah, that nice treatment. And then actually the shooting was only one day. I was there for 4 days. So I got to like explore Sofia and
Nice.
look
Lovely
around.
city.
Yeah, very beautiful.
What kind of things did you see in Sofia?
So I actually went on a whole tour. I saw. Oh no! I
Hagia
forgot now.
Sophia.
Yes, that.
No, that's in Turkey.
No.
Istanbul.
What is the what's that?
The Hagia Sophia.
Flavio and geography today. He's gonna start wars with geography teachers. And
Yeah. No, we went to the what? Did you go to the other place? Not the. I mean, got the name.
The cathedral.
Yeah, because Sohrab and
What's
I
it?
went to. Fun fact.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. I forgot the name.
Quite peaceful inside, right?
Yeah.
Sohrab is laughing about the Agnes.
Yeah. They actually have a lot of history common with Poland, especially like towards the Russian occupation. But I saw the statue, the monuments, the big government buildings, the parliament.
The massive London.
Yeah.
The
Soviet.
Yeah.
Soviet architecture.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
make you
not
feel
found in Turkey.
intimidated.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel very patriotic. No.
I mean, depends who you are, but definitely not the people who went through it.
In Warsaw, there's that Palace
Palace of Culture.
Palace of Culture. Stalin's little gift.
Yeah, everyone. Stalin's gift to Warsaw. Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
They hate it.
It just stands. It's just.
I like it.
It's cool.
Like, that's
it's
my
kinda,
opinion.
For me, it's a bit creepy.
House of culture.
Yeah,
got a
it's
few of them.
this big tower in the middle of the city, kind of middle of the city, and then it's got different theaters and cinemas and operas and I think there's even like a concert hall, and it's just massive, and it's all got all these different events.
When we went to this place,
That's in.
That's
That's in. That picture that you have is in Sofia, right?
oh, is that a different one?
There's one that looks like a clock. It looks like the
Clock tower.
clock tower. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
In Warsaw.
Does it scare you?
Is that not in the main square, like area?
No, it's not. Like, it's kind of like not peripheral, but as you get into the town.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks.
In Warsaw?
Yeah, we went there with the line bike.
Yeah, we did. Lime
well,
scooters.
the full name is Palace of Culture and Science. So.
Palazzo.
I hope we're recording. By the way, I can't see any.
Flavio, you.
It just says.
The
It says
whole
stop.
episode is just gone.
If it says,
one,
if it
yeah.
says stop recording, that means it's recording, right?
Yeah, that's definitely what that means.
Yeah, sure.
This software keeps updating every.
Descript.
Every day.
Please sponsor us.
Please.
Descript.
We're spending.
Also,
$18
Girl
a
Scouts,
month.
please sponsor us if you have.
The Polish ones specifically.
Specifically Polish ones. We don't want any other ones.
No, it's whatever.
Also, they have the best.
And invite us to those flag wars.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
down.
Because
You
also
have to invite yourself.
they have this
Yeah.
amazing. Is it an apple pie or what is it in those
Apple
mountains?
pie, yeah.
Like when you climb up the mountains. Oh my god, guys! This pie. You don't understand this apple. Like I will
It's
will
really
go
good.
back and climb again. I
For
mean,
that apple
we
pie.
took a long time
With the bears.
with the bears. You tell me like that's a disadvantage. That's like a negative. I think
No,
that's a positive.
I think that's a positive.
Yeah, same. Especially with the axes.
Exactly.
And
Think about
we're
it.
friendly with the bear. We know how to make
Listen,
friends with bears,
Listen.
right? Like
like Girl Scouts.
Exactly. Just give them cookies.
If Veronica wasn't there, you wouldn't be here.
No, it's true.
no. Veronica definitely saved my life during that trip. Just to let you know, like
I mean-
she was like,
What a-
she's like, Sohrab like to say, like mountain goat. Like like they just
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how
yeah.
to get through. Get through the thing. She was very inspirational. Like when we had like, oh, this is still taking a while. She's like, no, you can do it. Blah blah. Just keep going.
That is very good.
She was
Veronica.
she was on it.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
would be a great personal trainer.
Yeah.
Because Nahin has tendency to give up.
I do.
Yeah, well, you
through
couldn't,
climbs.
could you?
I
Because we
couldn't.
were in the middle of the mountains.
That's the best thing to
And
do.
you know what? It was that.
Like, it's going to get dark. What are you
yeah,
going to
it
do?
was like, what are you gonna do with the bears? And it was
That's
the
how you
thought.
motivate them.
Yeah, and it was it was also the thought of that apple pie which I had been told about. It was like in the midway point, there's this apple pie at the rest stop, and it lived
That's
up
crazy.
to the hype.
So it's on the rest stop on the way there. There's this legendary. Apple.
Yes.
Yeah. You can also stay over there if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can stay in the mountains. And
Sounds like a trip, boys.
Guys, it's
Yeah,
the
it's
most
beautiful.
beautiful mountain I've been to in my life so far. I've no.
it's
What we
5
tried to-
ponds. So there are different viewpoints in Tatras. This is 5 points. Ponds. 5 ponds.
Yeah.
And you can see all 5
Ponds.
ponds from the top.
Yeah.
You got it.
Very descriptive.
And then you have sea eye from a different viewpoint, and you have black eye just a little bit above the sea eye.
Punches in the face.
Oh, yeah.
It's all very descriptive. Is the sea? You can see the sea. Oh no.
No,
What's with you
you
and
can
the sea?
see it's a
No, I'm
it's basically a little it's like a big pond. Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
okay,
big
okay.
pond in the mountains.
Yeah.
It's
Very
beautiful.
descriptive names.
You succeeded once with a guess, and you're like, you know what? I'm
Don't
gonna
try
keep
twice.
I'm gonna keep going. What's the black one?
Yeah. And you have stopovers in both of those points. So
Okay. And you
you
can
can-
stay overnight. in
yeah, you
those?
can
Yeah.
stay overnight.
Wow.
But I think you'd have to book in advance.
Yeah, of course. That sounds awesome.
Send
Like-
us some pictures. We'll put
yeah.
it on the blog.
I definitely have some photos which we can share together and
Yeah.
put them on there because no one really like when you think of Poland, like when you speak with people, especially like because we're from the IT world and people go there because people work in IT over there now a lot as well, like very skilled resources there. but they always talk about cheap beer or Warsaw or Krakow, right? The two main things. And then someone might say Gdansk, right?
Yeah.
But for me, Zakopane, where the Tatra Mountains were, was the most beautiful. And I'd never heard of Zakopane before, and I probably would have never been there if it wasn't for like Weronica and my other friends, Lucas's wife Ivona, who was getting married in Poland at the time. But Weronica was like our main tour guide because she took us everywhere.
The guide.
Yeah, the Girl Scout took us, like we had the most elite tour guide.
Because they said they wanted to go to Poland. They wanted to have a trip for like while being at the wedding. And I was like, well, I want to go to Tatras. I really want to go. I miss Tatras so much. And I was like, this is where we're going. So,
you decided. You need a local to have a really good experience on any travel, right?
Exactly, because otherwise you only see certain things.
Touristy.
Like touristy things are great, right? Because they're touristy for a reason.
Yeah,
but there's certain experience you can only experience like if you have that local guide there, and especially when it's like a close friend. So
Absolutely.
You know, it's really going to be a great experience with seeing
Amazing.
their country with them.
Yeah.
All
right.
So who's next, Nahin? Take us to Bangladesh.
Yeah, that's a
very good point.
Well, you got a little bit of experience today, Veronica, on the Jubilee line of how crowded. If you thought that was crowded, just wait. That's quiet.
We're waiting for it, by the way, Nahin.
Yeah.
Especially now. One of the reasons, selfishly, when we started this podcast, when we were ideating, was we needed more locals to take us to traveling to their countries. So. Every podcast nearly we
to Poland for me.
Like I still want to visit. Yeah,
okay.
like I still want to visit
pie
your hometown.
The bears.
Tibet?
The bears.
Oh, the bears. Yes.
Yeah, we need to see bears because I haven't seen any in Scotland.
And the bisons.
And the bisons. That would be actually awesome.
Like an adult version.
Still a flag. I could actually probably find out where they're camping, so you know.
We could steal the flag.
That would be
the kids.
no, but that would be so fun for them. Like every time I was watching, I was on the watch.
Yeah.
The night watch. I was like, I beg something happen, and I was like every twig breaking. I was like, summon it.
That would be.
But yeah, it would be so
also,
exciting.
Probably will scare the shit out of it. That's war.
Especially if it's
I don't need to paint my. I don't need to paint my face.
Looking forward to that Poland trip. I think it's something we have to do.
Yeah.
Awesome. And on that
I'm
note,
with the Girl Scout.
Awesome.
So
Thank you so much.
A lot of new info.
Yeah, that was
it was lovely to meet you properly.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for braving the Jubilee line on a summer day.
It is a painful journey, yes.
And thanks, Nahin, for making Veronica get on one stop on the Jubilee line.
Yeah, thanks, Nahin, for being a total
I'm a local Londoner, you know, this is the most optimal route.
And you follow city map with
for sure.
Hey, city mapper knows.
And thanks, everyone, for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.